Hi guys, welcome back to Surviving Infidelity. Today's video is a story titled, My Parents Are Getting My Extended Family Involved Since I Am Distancing Myself from Them. Before we get into the video guys, just wanted to remind you of the Patreon. The link will be in the description if you want to see more content. Head over there. Let's just get into the video. I shared my story before on Reddit a while ago under a different username. Out of frustration, I deleted my story and account. However, new stuff has come up. My therapist thought it was a good idea to share my story since it's cathartic and it feels secure for me. My parents came out to me as a polyamorous and as swingers when I was 16. They told me they started swinging when I was little, which doesn't surprise me given how frequently gone they were as I was growing up. I used to think they used to prefer doing other stuff aside from spending time as a family or with just me. They didn't outright neglect me, as we had dinner, family vacations, and I could come to them for advice. However, it was painfully obvious majority of their happiness came from their marriage and adult life. When they came out to me, they started bringing the couple they had a relationship with more frequently. It's like they dropped all pretenses of being a normal family. The couple was every 3 to 4 days, or my parents were gone there every other week. It felt like I was pushed aside for this couple. Unfortunately, had to go to a community college to save up money so I could transfer to my engineering degree. My parents were nice enough to let me stay while I went to community college. In hindsight, it was a bad idea. I remember when I was 19, my mum had my former classmate Josh over and I found it the worst way possible. Oh, okay. I started avoiding my parents and spend more time at the library. My grades were good enough for me to transfer out of state. My parents visited multiple times, but I kept my distance. It has been 2 years now, and I get a call from my mother begging me to visit her on her birthday. I gave her the usual BS that I was too busy. My dad then revealed everybody left them, and it hurts that I'm pushing them away. I went to the non-monogamous forums. They said I was too harsh. My girlfriend's parents, who I valued a lot, said I was being too harsh also. So I decided to go. My parents tried to be physically affectionate with me, but I initially pushed them away till my mum started crying about it. I have a feeling the parents don't realise what they've done and like how they've kind of pushed their own daughter away with their own lifestyle. My mum suggested I spend time with her by going to the mall together. This was the first time in a while she has ever done that. She told me she was sorry about Josh. I told her how I felt throughout these years. She started bursting into tears and apologised profusely. People were looking at us, so I calmed her down by saying it was okay. My father got defensive when I went fishing with him, so I left the next morning and told them not to call me until I was ready to talk to them. My mum said okay. Then my dad called me drunk at night saying I was the best thing that has ever happened to him besides me and my mum. I cried after that call. Now I got all my relatives begging me to talk to my parents and calling me an a-hole. My aunt says she is disappointed in me for not forgiving them. My cousins are keeping their distance. I am still getting calls from my parents. They keep asking me to talk to them. Okay, so thoughts on this is that she has told her truth, and first of all, one of the parents got defensive about it, which is not the best way to go about it. I do think that she's allowed to have that space. If she has felt all her childhood that she was the second choice, I think that the parents need to also work their way up to like have her like in their lives now, since they were pushing her away so much. But from this side of the story, from her side, it does seem like she's obviously, what's the word? She's obviously grew up thinking this. So it would be hard for her to even accept that they are now trying to be close. Now everything's like the people have gone and it's just them two trying to get close with their own daughter. And I do feel like there needs to be more work into that relationship before anyone can be calling OP the a-hole. This is something that I feel like is just about working through it and communicating and actually giving her the space, because she has now been able to tell you the truth of how she has felt all this time. You know what I mean? So I feel like they should just give her a bit more of room so she can deal with this. Because like there's nothing wrong with the parents being polyamorous and stuff like that. But if it did affect the way that they raised her in the sense of she said they weren't neglectful, but she did feel like a second choice. That is on them. And that's something they need to work their way to make her feel like the first choice now. And I don't think that all the family has any right to come into this and say that, when if that's how she's felt all this time, how is she just meant to be like, okay, fine, it's fine, let's be close and like besties now. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments, guys. It's a bit different to normal, but like I said, I want to try and branch out to different little stories that are a bit different to just cheating, because I feel like these are still so interesting to not, I shouldn't say interesting, I just think it's like a good read, and it's a good way to start conversations about different things, you know? So that's it for the video, guys. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, if you agree that she should have time, or if the parents shouldn't have to wait. Yeah, let me know. Before I go, just want to remind you once more of the Patreon link down in the description. And yeah, like, comment, or subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in another video, guys. Bye.